Okay, so just as I was saying, if you watched my weekly analysis last week, you would bear with me that with respect to the dollar index, I drew this box. That was I'm expecting that price will break out of the consolidation to the downside, of which exactly we saw that happen last week. All right, and currently we are in the area of consolidation. But at the moment, I'm not so sure as to what will happen tomorrow. All right, yeah, currently it will even to lower time frame and see what is happening in there. It is really in a state of indecisiveness because we could see some form of rejection in here. All right, so I will try and see what the market will, how the market is going to react on Monday. All right, Monday's price action is going to tell me as to where exactly price is going to go to, if it will really shoot up into this order block or it will continue to the downside. So going into next week, I'll wait Monday and see how the price action is going to react so far as the dollar index is concerned. So let's go. Yeah. Yeah, so for AUDUSD2, all price to come back to the zone. If you last week, you know that I drew this small box in here and I was expecting price to trace in here so that I'll take my entry to clear this high, and it exactly came into the zone, and then I took my entry here. All right, I didn't put the signal, or I didn't put this trade signal analysis. I think you should take it straight. Yeah, I think it gave us just about, let me see, that was our first take profit. All right, it gave us just about 141 pips, which is very cool, which is very, very cool. Yeah. So going into next week, I'm expecting that price will retrace a little bit. All right, as we've seen price clear this high, we've seen some form of retracement to the downside. I want to see the retracement being completed by price coming back to this order block. Let me go to the lower time frame so that you could see things clearer. Yes, I'm expecting price, if not fully, at least 50% or the opening of this order block, and then we see a rejection to the upside. Right. So going into next week, I'll wait for what I'm really anticipating. All right, I'm expecting on Monday price will retrace a little bit into this order block, and we see some form of rejection to the upside, and then we continue into next week. I'm expecting that price is going to retrace a little bit, and then we see price going up. At least you should get to this order block you're seeing here. Yes, you should get here, and then probably AUDUSD. All right, just at Monday, I'll expect to see that form of retracement, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, New York session, I'll just look for a perfect entry and then just look at what is happening on AUDJPY too as well. Okay, so that is
Hello.
if you can hear me, let me know.
It's breaking what you're saying.
Is it clear?
No, it's kind of breaking, like really breaking.
And please, I want a second confirmation. Anyone else who can't hear me, if you can hear me, just type in the comment section. All right, because I'm also hearing some hitches at the background on your side, so I want someone else to also confirm that he also can't. Okay. And please, if you can hear me, just confirm. Just type a Y. All right, if you can hear me, type a Y so that we can. I don't want us to keep long. It's just within 40 minutes we should be out of here. Okay. That's fine. All right. Okay, so that is it. This is what is happening on AUDJPY. All right. I was actually expect price to at least come up a little bit into this other block. And for me to take an entry to that way, it just came up a little bit into this area, and then we saw a rejection to the upside. Price came up again and broken. Once this low has been broken, I have no other choice than to go and look for a sell entry or your audios. I'm really getting feedback here, which is not good. Yes, okay. So let's continue. So this is what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. All right, we've seen price break this low. Once that it broke this low, we saw some form of rejection. All right, some form of rejection to the downside. So as soon as market opens, I'm gonna wait till the Asia session. All right, I'm going to wait till the Asia session to see if I can get a sell opportunity on the spec. All right, if not for anything at all, at least it should just retrace into this other block, and then from there I will be able to see where the market will really go. All right, so when market opens, I'll just take a short sell All right, when market opens Asia session, I'll just look forward to take a short sell into this other block we are seeing here, 80, 90, 100 pips, yeah, between that range. All right, that is going to be my first target. So once I take that, all right, I look forward to take that, and then it gets here. That is when I'll really decide, based on the price action, where the market is going to move next. That is when I'm going to decide where the market is going to, because where currently, from the way the price is behaving, it's really having some downward pressure. And so I'll wait as soon as the market opens. I'll try and wait for the Asia session. Once the Asia session opens, I'll wait. I'll see if I can get some sell entries and then target this area. So that is actually my anticipation on AUDJPY. All right. So once everything pans out as I'm expecting, once it gets here, that is when I really decide where the market is going to move to this week as far as AUDJPY is concerned. So that is for AUDJPY. Let's quickly with JPY. Okay, so this is what is also happening on NZDJPY. All right. Previously we saw, so once it breaks out, so we have consolidation. After the consolidation, we have expansion. Right after that is how the algo works. When you see consolidation, the next thing you should expect is price expansion. All right, but before the expansion, you might see some form of manipulation, some small manipulation, the Judah swing before the expansion happens. All right, retracement. Now retracement to where? Retracement to the last down close candle. All right, so we can retrace into this other block or this candle you are seeing here. All right, it will either retrace into this. Once you see these type of candles, it will just retrace a little bit to this. All right, so looking at these two candles, first candle I'm looking at price retracing into is this candle. All right, yeah, so this candle, and then we see a continuation to the upside. So let's go to lower time frame and see things clearer. Okay, so that is even a confirmation. This is even a confirmation. We could see price break this low, and we are seeing a return. All right, so this is similar to what is happening on AUDJPY. So for this one too, I will also wait till the Asia session. Once the Asia session opens, I'll look forward to take a sell entry and then target this other block here. All right, because I mean this is the last down close candle prior to price area for price to react to when it gets there. So once the Asia session opens, I'll look for a sell entry to this other block, which is I think measuring is going to be about 65 pips. Yeah, that is not so much, but I mean that is just a short target. Once I get here, that is when I'll really tell. All right, and I'll just see how price is going to react. And I mean there are high impact there's some high impact news to coming up this week, so you need to watch out too as well. All right, so just as what happened on AUDJPY, I'm also expecting the same thing to happen to an NZDJPY as well. All right, let's quickly go to CADJPY too and see what is happening in there. Network is okay. So this is what is happening on CADJPY. All right, we from some indecisiveness. All right, actually I'm really expecting this pair to move down at least to this other block, but currently we can see that the pair is not so decisive. It's interesting what I'm seeing here. It's so interesting what I'm seeing here. Okay, so as we can see, we have another block here. All right, a low has been cleared, and then this is what retracement. All right, so we can see price retracing from this other block. You can see price retracing from this other block. All right, and so just as I'm expecting on AUDJPY, NZDJPY, that is the same plan I have for CADJPY. All right, that is the same plan I have for CADJPY when market opens. All right, when market opens, I will just wait for the Asia session and then look for some sell entry to this area. All right, this zone. So I think that is going to be about almost 100 pips. Yes, so that is my short-term target. All right, once it gets here, that is when I'm going to decide as to where the market is going. Actually, my short target. All right, actually this week, because of the indecisiveness I'm seeing, that is why I'm really targeting this short. It is really after Monday. All right, it is after Monday that I will really have a clearer picture of the market. All right, these are just short-term targets. It's really after Monday that I will clearly have a general overview as to where really the market is going to move this week. All right. Yes. So whatever happens, I'm going to update you on my community. So I mean, if you're not part of my community, you might want to join and then also experience things for yourself. All right. So this is also GBPJPY. All right. It is so interesting as to what I'm seeing on GBPJPY. All right. Yes. So actually, I'm bearish on this pair too as well. All right. Yes. So you've seen market break the structure, and we saw price came back into the. So this happened. I think this happened on a Friday. So going into next week, I'm really expecting. This is so interesting to see this. So you see, if you could notice, AUDJPY, NZDJPY, CADJPY, GBPJPY are painting the same picture. All right, are painting the same picture. So I mean, my approaches on these pairs are the same. All right, just as my plan on CADJPY, that will be the same to on GBPJPY, because look at this. This is a bearish order block. All right, and we have seen price move into some quick rejection. You're expecting price to move down. Why? Because this low has been taken away. This was the major low, which has been taken away. So I'm expecting price to even break this low, the point where I will put in more entries. All right. So I'll put in a little bit, let's say some small point of positions in here. That is when the market opens during the Asia session. And I'll look forward to see price break this low. Once it breaks this low and comes back, that will really confirm my sell bias on this pair. All right. So going into next week, that is what I'm really expecting. That is what I'm really expecting. I'm expecting, at least if it breaks, this is going to be my first target. This is going to be my first target. All right, which is about 306 pips. All right. I mean, you know, those of you on the community, you know how we do it. All right. Last week we accumulated together with the VIP. We accumulated about 506. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, 506 pips just last week. All right. Yeah, and I mean that is how I do my thing so far as the forex market is concerned. So let's just hope for the best this week. Let's just hope for the best this week. So that is it. That is it on GBPJPY. All right. That is it on GBPJPY. I'm just giving my short term targets because I'm just waiting. I'm really waiting for Monday's price action. Monday's price action is going to give me a clearer picture as to what this week is really going to happen first. So this week is really packed. You might want to watch out for what is going to happen this week. So let's quickly go to EURJPY. When I'm done, I'll just open up for any question. If you have any question, you can just let me know so that I'll also see what EURJPY. All right, this is EURJPY, and looking at what is happening in here, this pair is looking bullish. This pair is looking bullish. All right. So this was the last down close kind of prior to price clearing this old highs. It came back into this other block, and we saw price clear this high again, and you're seeing price coming back into this bearish candle. All right. Yes. So this is it. We saw price come back into this candle, and price is trying to reject to the upside. But the nature of this price action is rough. All right. There are more pairs that are more clear than wouldn't be so much aggressive on this pair. I wouldn't be so much aggressive on this pair. All right. I'll just wait for price to get into this other block here, and then I'll see what will happen. All right. I'll just wait for price to get into this other block and then see what is going to happen. All right. Let's quickly go to EURJPY. Our time is limited. This is also EURJPY. So you could clearly see that all the JPY pairs are really showing a downside movement. You could clearly see that all the JPY pairs are really showing a downside movement. All right. So I want to see price, since it has cleared this low, I want to see price also come down into the zone. All right. Yes, I want to see price come down into the zone, which is also about 130 pips. All right. NZDJPY. Okay, so this is what is happening on NZDJPY. I think NZDJPY we are holding. All right, we've already achieved our first target. We already achieved our first. Okay, that was this high. Which was, I think, we took the entry here. Yes, we took the entry here, and then we were targeting this high. So I think that was about 134. All right, that was about 134 pips. So going into next week, I'm expecting a price will trace back into this other block we are seeing here. Yes, I'm expecting a price will trace either here, either this other block, or this other block. All right. It depends on how price is going to react when it gets here. All right. Yes. It depends on how price is going to react when it gets here. So I'm really looking forward to see price retreats a little bit into this other block or this other block, and then we see a continuation to is showing bullish. I don't expect price to come and then clear these lows, and we see price moving to the upside. All right. Yes. So I mean that is it. That is actually my expectation going into this week. That is really my expectation going into this week. Most of the pairs I have short-term targets between now and Monday. So right after Monday's price action, that is when I'm going to scan to the market again to get a clearer picture of whatever that is to happen within this week. All right. So if you have any question, just let me know. If not, we end the session, because I mean we have just 6 minutes for the session to end. So if you have any question, just let me know. You can type it in a chat box and then. Okay, so I recorded it. I recorded it, so definitely I'm going to upload it on my YouTube channel and I put the link in the group. So whoever missed it, I mean you haven't missed at all. So if you have any question, just let me know. All right. If you have any question, just let me know. If you're not in my channel too, you can join. All right. Or right after this, you can just PM me and then get a link. If you're in my channel too, and if you're not in the VIP too, trust me, you need to be there. All right. You need to be there, because I mean crazy stuff coming. There are crazy stuff coming that will be channeled into my VIP. All right. So if you're not in my VIP, you have to be in my VIP, because I mean this year is full of opportunities. There is a lot of opportunities coming up this year, and you wouldn't want to miss. All right. I mean, you might get a few ones in the free community, but it wouldn't be like as you are in the VIP. It's going to be so much in the VIP. So if you really want to enjoy to the maximum, I mean, you should be in the VIP too as well. All right. Backtesting is I would say trying your strategy, or yes, just to see how your strategy is going to perform on the live market. All right. And I mean, if you want to backtest on the trading view, you need to subscribe. All right. Yes, you need to subscribe. If you want to backtest on a trading view, you need to subscribe. So by subscribing, you get a privilege of having the replay backtest. You just click on a replay button, and then you just where you want to start from, you just click on that, and then it will just, and then you start with your backtesting. All right. You start with your backtesting. So that so as you can see, that is how it is. All right. That is how it is. So if you want to backtest on TradingView, that means you need to subscribe, and then you have your strategy, and then you start your backtesting. So that is how backtesting is done. Is to test the strategy, see the assess the performance of the strategy. That is the win rate and the lose rate of that particular strategy. And I think it also builds your confidence. If you think your confidence is so low on a live market, I mean, you can practice, you can backtest to practice. All right, just to improve, or just to be so sure about your strategy. All right. Yeah, myself, I don't really backtest that much. Yes, because I mean, I've been on a demo account for about 6 months. So I mean, at the end of the day, why should I even go back to backtest? I know the performance of my strategy. All right. Yes, I know how my strategy performs on the live market. So at the end of the day, why should I even backtest? So if you just want to assess the performance of your strategy, just for you to be confident in it, that is when. Okay. Yes. So that is it. Is there any other question? Okay, so I think there is no question again. All right, I think there's no question again. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. When I'm done, I'll just upload it on my YouTube channel and then post the link in my channel, so that you also have a feel of it if you just came or if you are late to the session. All right. So once again, thank you so much for coming. I wish you all good luck and good trading this week. And don't forget to practice proper risk management. I always tell my community members, all right, practice proper risk management. That is what will lead you to the consistency, or that is what will lead you to the profitability, not opening lot sizes that your account balance can't hold, all right, or not taking risk that your account balance cannot hold, all right. Before you take a trade, always ensure that, always ask yourself that this trade that I'm taking, can my account balance hold that trade? If I'm to go into a drawdown, can my account balance handle it? If not, you just decide and do whatever you want to do, all right. So that is just that. Thank you so much for coming. I wish you all good luck and good trading this week.